What's the best lazy person tool you own? My phone. I have an app that works as my TV remote, so I never even have to pick up a different device to watch TV. My light stick. A 2-foot wooden pole I poke at my light switch so I don't have to get up. It's not specifically for this, but I use kitchen tongs with rubber on the ends to get things down from shelves I'm too short to reach. That little wooden board with legs you put on top of yourself in bed for breakfast in bed. I put my laptop on it and watch Netflix. Not sure if this would count, but I have a little mini massager that attaches to my computer chair. Basically, rather than be a real human being who stands up and stretches every hour, I can just sit at my desk like a degenerate for 7 hours straight without my back getting sore. Because I don't have an outlet near enough to my bed, I bought a wire extension only for the purpose to plug in my charger and use my cell phone while I'm on the bed. Ice maker. To me it is pure luxury. A full-on electric lazy boy. It even has a USB port for my phone. It's paid its price 20 times over this quarantine. I bought an extra set of TV and sound bar remotes. So my wife and I, that sit in chairs less than 30 inches apart, don't have to pass them back and forth. I got a special, self-inking hexagon stamp for my organic chemistry class because I didn't want to draw hexagons' skeptical smiley face. Walmart grocery app. I absolutely hate grocery shopping. Partly because I'm lazy, but also I just hate it. So I'm a big fan of grocery pickup. Have only gone shopping in person maybe 3 times in the last year and a half, only BC I had to. I have scoliosis, which only affects the ability for my spine to be flexible. So, even as a kid, I could never touch my toes. Now that I am 50-something and fat, it's even harder to reach down and get things off the floor. I have several grabber sticks around the house. These have revolutionized my ability to get things done. Like housework. I mean, I can walk and sit. Just not bend over or easily get up off the floor. Sadly, when grabber falls to the floor, I have, more than once, walked to another room to get a grabber stick to pick up the other grabber stick. I bought scrubbers and brushes that fit on the end of a drill. I haven't used elbow grease to scrub anything in years. Best purchase of my life. My kitchen faucet has a spout that extends out. We keep the dog's water bowl in front of the sink. I just extend the spout over the bowl. Run the water and it just fills itself up. No need to break your back having to pick up the bowl anymore or accidentally making a huge mess by spilling it. Note: when you have the spout over the bowl, gradually increase the speed of the flow. Edit. Typo. Not now, but as a kid I made a makeshift remote control for my old TV. It was a 8-foot piece of bamboo with a notch carved out on the end. I could change the channel by fitting the notched bamboo over the and twist. Not amazing now by any means, but on an old 13 inches B&W TV it was an amazing convenience. Google Home. Can play music or podcasts without lifting a finger or opening an eye. I have a telescopic retrieval magnet. It's basically an old TV antenna with a small, albeit strong, magnet on the tip. It has saved me so much hassle when I drop a socket or in a hard-to-reach place. When it's collapsed, it has a little clip so you can keep it in your pocket. I use it for seeing if some scrap metal I find is aluminum or steel. I don't know if it counts as lazy per se, but it just seems so innocuous. Me, a tool, and lazy person both checks out. Okay. Google. Answer this question. My car. It makes me way lazy. I could totally walk. But nah. Hands down my room a robot vacuum. So worth the money. Especially if you have dogs that shed. My phone. I can just text my sister, "Can you please get me a bag of Skittles from the pantry?" And boom, if she's feeling nice enough then she's helped me out. Spam slicer. Cuts a can of spam into perfect sandwich or musubi-sized slices in seconds. Microsoft Excel. I assume future me will be lazy. Everything's a formula. Plug in your work days done time for Reddit. I don't know about lazy, but the very best tool I own is a grabber tool that I bought from Amazon. It's like a long stick with a handle and a pincher thing on the end of it, and you press a button to use the pincher thing to pick things up. I use it to pick up mouse and rat traps with dead rodents in them. Out in my garage. Get a plastic bag. Get the grabber tool. Pick the whole thing up. Trap mouse and all. Put in plastic bag. Tie it off and throw it in the dumpster. No fuss no muss, and I don't have to get my hands anywhere near the rodent. I have also used it to pick up dead rattlesnakes and dispose of them. They will strike when they're newly dead, so you don't want to get your hand near their head. Most recently I used it to pick up a dead baby bird that fell out of its nest and died, found it in the yard. Best $8 or whatever that I ever spent. My 2 meters USB cable for phone charging. So I can use my phone from my bed while charging. My lawn tractor for sure. When I bought the house and the 2 acres of property, I was push mowing every week. It would take me 4 hours. Now it takes me 40 minutes. 2 computer monitors. Could be because I am lazy and don't wanna flip between windows using Alt plus Tab, but I like it. A rice cooker. I love to cook. I really do. But I don't always have the time or patience for it. There are days when after a long work shift I just want something quick and hot. So yeah, just toss in some pre-prepared diced chicken breast, carrots and garlic. Some bone broth, butter and rice, and then just turn it on for 30 minutes while I wind down. It's not super delicious, but it's good enough for what it's for. Ring. I slob out when I'm at home. So figuring out who's at the door used to fill me with dread. The elevator button in the house. Live in an apartment and there is an elevator button to call before you even put your shoes on. I splurged on a nice fan with a remote control. The fan is at the foot of my bed, but the remote is next to my head. Notepad. I use it to automate my work. But on a more insane level. If I leave my computer on, it's in my room, before I lay down in bed. I'll use my phone to remotely connect to my computer to shut it down. Problem is my mic has a giant red light. I must sleep in complete darkness. So instead of getting up to disconnect the cable or put something over the light, I bought a smart power strip. So now I can just be like, Alexa, turn off my mic, and boom. No light. Can't reach something? Hands busy holding food? Use your toes. Or, at least I do. The ceiling fans can be altered for standard or reverse motion. And for speed, by remote control. My Google Mini. When I feel too lazy to type or put on my music, I just talk to it. A Keurig. I never get the coffee to water ratio correct. And I can't be bothered to learn. The Keurig does the work for me. Not me, but my dad. Who I live with. He has a hose reel that automatically retracts at the touch of a button. Ultimate boomer technology. My grabber. No bending over for me, thanks. A robot mower. Just like a Roomba. But for your lawn. So now I no longer have to mow the lawn myself. But I do have to be outside while it mows. Else my thieving neighbors would probably steal it so they could be lazy instead. A circuit board with switches that can turn off and on lights throughout the house. Too lazy to walk over and do it. Not me. But a friend owned one of those autoblow devices that would JK you off for you. It was really funny. But it also explained why his arm muscles were really symmetrical. A fleshlight. Basically it solves the issues I'd need of needing to get a rutabaga. Some lube. And shrunken heads for when I have to beat my. I'm not sure if this counts or not. But I once downloaded a remote control app for my phone because the TV remote was slightly out of reach. Remote everything. TV. Light. AC. Heater. Speaker. Etc. A Swiss Army knife. It's ridiculous how many jobs are made easier by having one on your person. I would make it compulsory for everyone to be issued with one on their 15th birthday. One of those phone support things you wear around your neck. It holds the phone in front of your face. I will never get over how dumb it looks, but it is so convenient for phone browsing. $7 from Walmart. Chrome Remote Desktop App. To control my computer from my bed instead of getting up. IWHAS doing some stuff. Sorry. TV remote. Is there a better one out there? Honestly. It's probably this very phone. A charge pad for my phone and AirPods. Because I'm too lazy to. Plug them in. I've been using my sous vide to make dinner several nights a week. Makes it so easy even other lazy people in my household can be convinced to start the chicken while I am still at work. Then I just have to add easy sides like rice or vegetables when I get home. Or on days I am home. It frees up a couple more hours where I don't have to be in the kitchen and can just slack off and watch Netflix or play games.